Hey there, YouTube. This is Luigi the Fourth, and Return to Ravnica is coming back, and I'm pretty excited about that. I only started playing during Scars of Mirrodin, but I'm still pretty excited. I like the idea of guilds and multicolored cards. I just like multicolored cards. So as you can see by the title of this video, I want to know what your favorite guild is. So personally, my favorite guild is the Izzet, because they have their burn spells and they have their draw card spells, and I like that. Like, for instance, Div Izzet himself, it's drawing cards and dealing damage, like with Burning Vengeance, and that's my favorite strategy, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So, I pulled up a little page on MTG Wiki, and it tells you about the 10 guilds and their strengths and weaknesses and stuff. So, the first one that they organize it with is Azorious, White-Blue, and they're kind of the lawmakers, like the Senate, and, the deck's philosophy is, I'm quoting here, the deck's philosophy is, at its core, permission deck. It shuts down your opponent's tactics and allows your creatures to march right through any defenses your opponent might be cooking up. This deck usually results in slow wins and very annoyed opponents. Okay, so, looks like Azorious is all about, like, swarm and drawing cards, I would guess. I don't know, that's what White-Blue is about, maybe a bunch of life gain spells. I don't know. Next is Orzhov, which is one I'd like to build a deck around, but obviously it's not standard until a couple months, so I don't know. Orzhov really sucked when I was in Ravnica, so, so the Orzhov people are the bankers, which I always thought was kind of lame, but it says, oh, by the way, I'm going to put in the description a link to this page so you can check out the stuff I was reading. So, looks like, strategy-wise, bleeding to death slowly and painfully. The Orzhov takes White ability to slow down the entire game and let the opponent be chiseled away bit by bit. Plus, you probably owe them money. Kind of funny. Oh, by the way, the keyword for Azorious... Oh, it doesn't say. I don't know. I'll put a little annotation somewhere in the video. But the one for Orzhov is Haunt. Next is Dimir, blue-black. This is one a lot of people like since it was in the first one. Ravnica itself. And so therefore there are a lot more cards in it. And blue-black is just a strategy that's been around for a while, very powerful, and they just kind of stayed true to that with House Dimir. But it says, Dimir has domain over deck in hand, whether it's blue's drawing, searching, or reorganizing, or black's milling and discarding. I always thought blue is milling. Anyway, the house is where it's at. They are crafty and cunning with a love of versatility and wide open resources. Transmute is perfect fit for them, sacrificing one spell for the one you want. Yes? Sounds good. Sorry, my mom was calling to me there. Anyway, their keyword is transmute, and so that one's really great because you can tutor for stuff. I've always liked transmute, and it seems like everything transmutes to 3. I'm gonna look it up and see if there is anything else that transmute for different costs. But a lot of people like Dimir, and quite frankly, I'm not a big fan of black, but I love blue, so I don't know. Izzet, like I said before, is my favorite. They're the scientists of Ravnica, so that's cool. Let's see. The keyword is replicate, and it says, this combines blue's knowledge of magic and knowledge of magic and red's love of instant gratification. In addition, many members of the guild have a combination of something for red and something from blue. The best is showed by Niv Mizzet the Firemind. Okay, that doesn't say much, but whatever. Next is the Cult of Rakdos. So they're the black-red ones. Keyword is Hellbent. Let me check on what that does. Hellbent is an ability word that indicates oh, right. If you have no cards in your hand, then it does something special. Okay, so, let's see. Light black. Okay, light black, it prefers disabling the opponent or powering up to an ally. At any cost, for example, Hellhole Rats from black, you are forcing the opponent to discard a card with a 2/2. Then throw in Burn and Haste from red, and you got a nice creature for only 4 mana. Hellbent is their speciality, power through insanity. Oh, interesting. So, for instance, the guild leader from Ravnica was Rakdos himself, Rakdos the Defiler, and I've never really played much EDH. I built like one Gisela deck, which was actually pretty good. Not really. But I've always wanted to do a EDH with Rakdos the Defiler and just do like all demons, but then you'd end up sacking your lands. I don't know, but it'd be a pretty cool deck. Next is Golagari. That had Dredge, which is, a freaking legacy deck, even though it's black-blue and not green-black, like Golagari itself is. But let's read about it. So, obviously, its keyword, like I just said, was Dredge. Similar to Orzhov, the dead come back to life, but as zombies, or as they were, not ghosts. The potential a library has for a library, is nothing when compared to the power of the graveyard holds for this guild. Thus, they don't mind milling their own library in order to get something into or out of the graveyard. See Dredge. Okay, interesting. Gruul, green-red. Obviously, this is going to be very powerful with the Kessig Wolf Run and the Wolf Run ramp running around right now, even though it's in Gatecrash, not Return to Ravnica. But the Gruul are the in-between of red, irrational, blah, 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 blah. Its keyword was Bloodthirst. Oh, I didn't know Bloodthirst came from them. Interesting. To be in the clan is best exemplified through the guild's ability. Bloodthirst. This ability loves blah, blah, blah. Okay. Thus, it's a combination of green's respect for strength and red's love to hurt things. Oh, that's pretty clever, actually. I remember the guild leader is Borbig Gamos or whatever, and I don't remember what he does, which makes me feel kind of like a noob. But, let's see. Next there's Boros, and, just, it's what everyone calls red-white, although no one calls, like, green-white Selesnya, but whatever. Its keyword was Radiance, which I'm pretty sure did nothing. Let me read about it. Radiance means effect on target that affects all somethings that share a color with it. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So, like, target red creature and all other red creatures that share a color with them, or I don't know. But anyway, they combine white's desire for order with red's passion, creating a passion for justice as they see it. Being of the law, they have to go by the rule. If it affects one, it affects all, and so, like modern law, they will arrest and execute anything they see as a danger, and empower anything they see as helpful, regardless of what that being is fighting for. This is reflected in their ability known as Radiance, though through it the guild can affect everything that shares a color with the target. These appear in red's useful instants and sorcery cards, and white's creatures, and so to an extent, vice versa. Okay, so this was in Ravnica itself, so a lot of people like it. I've always thought red-white was the best enemy color combination. Well, I mean, blue-red is my favorite, but I think red-white is the one that works together the best. So yeah, there's that one. Next on the list is Selesnya, Conclave. I don't know what Conclave means, but I'll put an annotation thingy. Not really. The Conclave loves to help one another. They have the ability Convoke. Ooh, that is a really, really good one. I really like Convoke a lot. Which uses green's mana acceleration and white's equalizing. With that, a spell can be played much cheaper at the cost of tapping a few creatures. So it's like Affinity, but a little worse. But, it lets you play colors and not just artifact like Affinity. I like Selesnya. I put in a Naya deck for a while, so I'll always have a place in my heart for, Selesnya Sanctuary. That great land. And last but not least, my second favorite guild, Simic Combine. I love this because it ramps and it draws you cards. Its keyword is Graft, which sucks, but hey, you do what you can. It combines blah do 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 do. Their ability Graft allows strength and life to be moved to any incoming creature. Once a creature is complete, they are sellable to the mass market. But like Izzet, they aren't satisfied with just one, or rather with just one type, so they continue to create new and improved versions of nature. Alright, interesting. So, those are the 10 guilds. Like I said, my favorites Izzet and Simic. Also, in this video, I'd like to say it right now. My prediction for Sinker, the last set in the Return to Ravnica block, is going to go back to Zendikar or have something to do with the Eldrazi, because we know Gideon's going to be in Gatecrash, and the reason Gideon left Zendikar was to, according to the story, find allies to help fight the Eldrazi. So, that's interesting, and I hope they do go back to Zendikar, and if it was a run for Zendikar, but it was a really cool set. So yeah, this is almost a 10-minute video. Tell me which guild was your favorite and why in the comments below. And please do, don't just watch it and be like, that guy Luigi, whatever, it said, yeah. Yep, that's about it. So I'm going to make this go to exactly 10 minutes. Yeah.